Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited that you're here with me today. I'm going to give you a reading for, how about just the collective for all of us, and what's going on now with everything. It keeps changing in our world. It's just amazing, isn't it? All the things that are happening now. Hopefully the cards are going to give us some insight. If there's something you've been needing some guidance on, I hope you get something out of this. I'm going to do a simple 3-card spread for this with maybe some clarification and using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, the classic deck. So yeah, you know, it's just a crazy time, and so hopefully these cards, I've been amazed at the readings I've been getting lately with the cards. A lot of clarification on a lot of things for a lot of people, and we kind of need that right now. It's interesting how these cards do pick up everything and reflect back to us a lot of things that may be on our mind, and I just love how this works. So let's just see what's going to come up today. Hold on, give me a second. Okay. And here we go. So I'm going to do the 3-card thing. Let's do that. Separate into 3 decks. Okay, and so this card, the first card I pulled, is for the recent past leading up to that, and we can see that it's the 6 of Swords, and the guy is going through an unknown journey across the water, and I'm going to see what the book says about that to clarify that meaning for you. Usually the swords are our thoughts and things we may have in the background playing, and so hopefully that's what this one's going to say. And let's see, go ahead and read that one and what we're leading up to. So it's very interesting. We've got, I've just been like, it's been something lately, I'll tell you, with the energy shifting all the time, and I don't know about you, but whoo, my abilities are amping up, like you just know, and maybe you've been feeling it too. You just know when something's about to change, and are you noticing it too? You're getting more and more intuitive impressions. I think a lot of us are. I've been talking to some other people. They're receiving mystical experiences like they've never had before. And somebody that I know very well just recently, last week, my little grandson is intuitive, and he was led to watch a YouTube video. He's only going to be 8 this year, and somehow he saw it about the sleep paralysis, that's another thing I would love to talk to y'all about, because I've had that happen too. And he mentioned it to his mother a few days before she had 2 episodes. It was last week of the sleep paralysis, which she's never had before. And I was just in awe, because I felt like my grandson had like different abilities, and daggone, she had 2 episodes and she was scared, and I tried to comfort her with it, because as we all know, we're spiritual beings as well, and things are going on. So there's a whole nother subject on that, the sleep paralysis, which I've also experienced myself with the Kundalini awakening, and all kinds of things have gone on. So it's like, but it's all good. We're all learning, and we're all being awakened however we are. And so with the sleep paralysis, so that kind of threw me. But this one says, okay, so now we're on the 6 of Swords, this card here, and the general reading would say it's let me put it up where I can still talk to you. Moving forward means finding peace in the present while maintaining hope for the future. So that's where we were in the recent past. Trust that the worst is behind you. I just love this card for that reason. And so, you know, you may have conquered a string of conflicts, it says, and challenges, and you're ready to expand into the serene journey presented by the 6 of Swords card. On it, we see 3 figures with their backs to the viewer taking a boat ride from the choppy waters towards more calm waters. heading towards the peaceful shore. The man steering the boat represents masculine, action-oriented energy, while the seated figure is assumed to be female, sitting passively under a hooded cloak. She represents feminine, intuitive energy, while the child sitting nearby may represent the inner child. The 6 swords standing in front of them inside the boat represent the forward movement of thoughts being safely carried over the water, symbols of emotions. Oh, wow, that's just a great card. That is a great card. And it goes on to give more reading, more insight on everything. But the thing that I like for the personal spiritual aspect of it, which is a general reading for all of us, we've reached a new level on our spiritual healing journey, and we are now moving into a period of peace after much struggle. An upcoming move or some travel plans will do wonders for your flagging spirit. So I'm really feeling that. I don't know about y'all, but I'm really feeling that. So now let's go. I'm going to pull the second card, and we'll see. I don't know how to do my camera yet. One day I'll get a good video camera so I can figure out how to do all the angles and stuff. So the second card is for the present, what we're having right now. And again, we see the 5. We've got the 5 of Swords for this one. The 5 of Swords for the present. Again, the thoughts. 5 usually means motion, action, stepping forward into different things. And we can see with that card, he's got a couple of friends over there that have dropped their swords, and he's still holding his. So let's see what it says with that one. An interesting card, though. 5 of Swords. One page over. Interesting. And this is what should be going on in the present for us. It says, conflict is unpleasant for everyone, but even if you find yourself on the losing end, you can still walk away with dignity. So it says there's several kinds of struggles buried in the 5 of Swords card. A smug young man holds 2 swords in one hand, while another sword stabs at the earth, and the remaining 2 swords lie near his feet. In the distance, 2 figures walk towards the water, defeated and visibly upset. Depicting the aftermath, let me show you that again. Depicting the aftermath of a battle, this card is heavy with conflict and emotion, signifying conflict and loss, or winning at the cost of destroying important relationships. Woo, that's a big one. So that's what's going on right now. It's interesting it showed up right after the other one too. Let's see what it says, more clarification on that. So it says in the personal and spiritual, time for self-reflection around feelings of anger, and ask yourself what they can teach you about your personal power. Conflicts with family and close friends can help renew these relationships if you dedicate your energy to finding the root of the hostility. Actively addressing hurt feelings often leads to improved communication. So is anything having that going on in their life? And then I'm going to ask, look at the general reading and see what it says. It says the 5 of Swords teaches you the conflict, arguments, and quarreling are a natural element of all relationships. But how you manage yourself during these moments will help you evolve. So start by understanding your triggers. Is it really that important to have the last word? What might these power struggles be trying to teach you? Other times it's best to know when to walk away from a hostile situation. So, sounds like, I like that, to take time for the self-reflection around the feelings of anger and ask yourself what they can teach you about your personal power. So, conflict, if you dedicate your energy to finding the root, then actively addressing hurt feelings often leads to improved communication. So it seems like we've got to communicate with those that maybe are not feeling good with us. And you know, there's conflict and arguments going on. So hopefully that resonates some with you. And then for the outcome, you know, let's see what the card's going to be. Hold on. So now I'll pull the third card. And so we've got the Hangman, which is very interesting. There you go. There's the Hangman. I've got to turn it that way. Now the Hangman, let's see what this one's. I'm going to need some help with this one too, because this one's like an important card, what's coming up. Okay, so the Hangman. I just love these cards for the readings, and you'll find that they're really, hopefully, accurate for you too. Where you can, and maybe one day I'll be able to do it without looking at the book, but I just can't remember everything all the time. I have to make sure I've got my meanings true to the cards so I don't tell you something wrong. The Hangman. Okay, here it goes. The Hangman. It says, when you are suspended upside down, there's time to reflect and see things from a new perspective. Well, kind of like that. What do y'all think? That sounds like something that we might need to do especially after all we've been through just the past 3 years. And I really thought in 2020, I thought the world had lost its mind. I'll be honest with you. I was like, I don't know, this is really scaring me that people are believing all this stuff, that people are just, they didn't seem to know the truth at all. And so let's look at that new perspective. So it says, the Hangman offers the unusual gift of suspended time. His presence is associated with a time period that is meant to help you shift your perception of a situation. I need that. The Hangman is suspended by one leg upside down from the tree of life. His hands appear to be tied behind his back. His free leg is crossed behind the bound leg and appears to be relaxed and resting. And there it is again, in case you forgot. Appears to be relaxed and resting. He has nowhere to go, so he is able to sit quietly in the reflection, which shows on his face. He is a calm, almost pensive rather than distressed. Yellow illumination surrounds his head, suggesting spiritual enlightenment is occurring during this time of pause. This is a time to surrender, not struggle. So what that's saying, I think that's important. It's a time to surrender, not struggle. Try to see it from a new perspective. And let's see what else. In the general reading, like this part, during moments when no forward movement can be made, you have the opportunity to see your situation from a new perspective. Getting curious about what you can learn from this forced waiting period will lead to new spiritual insights. So a forced waiting period. This is so true for me. I don't know about y'all, but I need this right now. Surrender to what is happening and find peace during moments of inactivity until the time is right for action and transformation. So that is like, and it's also saying on the personal spiritual, unexpected moments of pause can lead to new spiritual insights. Gaining a new perspective on your situation helps you expand your beliefs. Take time to reflect and surrender to the present moment as fully as you can. Now, that one is always the key, because every single time that we get in trouble, it's always because, and all the great leaders know this too, it's always because we will get too far ahead, worrying about what's going to happen, you know, which is anxiety, or too far in the past, being depressed and sad because we don't have that stuff anymore. I know if any of that's ever been true for you, it has been for me too, as long as I can stay in the day, the present moment. And I forgot to tell you too, you know, I've got 28 years of sobriety now. I haven't had a drink or a drug in 28 years. And I learned a lot of these techniques that are so beneficial and useful, which I'm going to be sharing with you too, in AA. And these things, surrendering and staying in the present, one moment at a time, trusting the universe, your higher power, to take care of everything. It's never failed me yet when I can do that, when I can just surrender and let go of this trying to fix it all myself, because I used to be one of those. I was just high-powered as I could be. I was just, I'm going to do it myself. Daggone, I'm going to take care of it myself. If the heck with them. If I can just let it be, and trust that things are working out for me. And that is all of us, really, because half the time, we question and everything's being worked out for us and being done for us, and the universe is always on it for us, and everything is to our advantage in some way, that's happening in our world. If we can just remember that, like it's never just good or bad, or there's a higher power, there's higher forces at work. We're not controlling everything. We're not in charge of everything. We do our best to keep ourselves straight and keep our own side of the street clean, and then let the universe handle the rest, So us light workers, or whoever's watching this video, or maybe you think you are one, maybe you're just starting to come into your knowledge and awareness of who you really are. It goes back, this present moment is the key, and trusting that everything is being worked out on your behalf, and try not to get all wound up and you're going to fix it, and we'll end up wasting so much energy doing that, and so much time doing that, trying to fix somebody's opinion of us, or they don't like something we did or said, or whatever it is. We just have to relax, and I still have to do this on a daily basis. I still live on a daily basis like this. I start my mornings with the prayer, help me be a blessing to the world, help me do what's right and good for everybody that I can, that's in my power to do so. And by trying to set that intention, hopefully good comes back too. So I hope that reading today helped you some, and I'll see you soon. Thanks.